Hi, everybody. Welcome to our first middle school art lesson. In this lesson, we're going to draw long-tailed ducks. Um, Long-tailed ducks are the images that you see on the left-hand side there. The male and the female look pretty different. The one with the longer tail is the male. The one that has a little more brown on her is the hen or the female. On the right-hand side of the screen there, you can see that I have a carved image of a long-tailed duck. Can you guess which one this is here? Hopefully you guessed the female. It is the female. She doesn't have the long tail coming out of the back. This was carved by a friend of mine named Mike Killian. The one underneath here was carved by one of my sons when they were little, the little brown one, and I'm just using it to prop this carving up on its side. I want to share with you a YouTube video about long-tailed ducks. It is from the Cornell lab.
The first time I heard a long-tailed duck was up on the north slope of Alaska. I was on the bank of a river, and here was this bird flying in, looking for a puddle somewhere to land in. And ringing across the tundra was this cry.
Have you heard that duck? I don't know that I have. I don't know if it's in our area or not, but I don't know that I've heard that
this
cry.
Sound both as a way to let other ducks know that they're there, but especially in territorial matters. They can make this fierce,
you see that long tail? It must be a male
cry,
and it has a lot of brown on it, so maybe it's a different time of year. Summertime maybe versus winter, I'm not sure.
Long-tailed ducks. This is where I'm hanging out. I don't want you nearby. One thing that sets this sound apart from a lot of the...
We're going to go ahead and freeze the image there for a minute, and let's do a sketch of that guy. So you'll need a pencil and a piece of paper, and divide your paper into 4 just like we do when we're in class. On the top left-hand side, you can draw an oval. That's the head, so just think about sizing. The body is also an oval shape, and the head is in the front. Let's go ahead and sketch the beak. And I don't worry about erasing, I just go right over top, because I'll do some adjusting over time. Already I see that I want my head a little bit more oblong towards the back, so I don't erase, I'm just sketching. Maybe about 1 o'clock or so, I have that tail that sticks up. And then let's start dividing our shapes color-wise or color blocked. And also, let's look at something. So if this head is about the height of my pencil, then also between the bottom of the head and the bottom of the body should be about that same distance according to the image on the screen. So I know I've made it too long underneath, so I'm just going to shorten it up. And already I can see that I like that look better. It was too tall before. All right, so the face shape, the designs on it, rather, kind of going to have that top there where the tan is and the eye. This brown comes over and up underneath the beak, and there's kind of a cheek there that comes down. I'm going to say that's going to be our kind of a dark value there. So I'm going to shade that section in just to help us start blocking it off. The beak has this dark section in the front. There's a little red in the middle, which is kind of a middle value, so I'm just going to leave it alone. And a little dark section on the front. The eye is dark most of the way around, but I'm going to leave a little white spot in the middle just to give it kind of that realistic look. There's a tan section here. The breast that comes over has a dark section, so maybe a medium value towards the front. Down from this tan section is also this medium value, and I see that it's got some overlapping feathers that come down the front that I can see the details of. So now we're left with this back section. About halfway down, kind of in a wavy circle, we've got that tan, small for a darker value. And across the top then, and I see that now as I draw down there, I want the top of the head to kind of it kind of wants to be taller in the middle. And I am going to erase if I have much of an eraser to give it that shape. And I think that the white needs to be a slightly different shape as well. What do we got here? Medium value. And some of this guy up front. All right, so we've got some feathers towards the back, and we've got almost squared off feathers there, and I see some V shapes on the right hand side well, and there's a feather there that's even curved up off the image, and I see a few towards the back too. One that crosses, and this tail is definitely a darker value. You don't want to make it too big though. It's a pretty good first sketch. Let's look at our water that comes around. You can see that kind of in this foreground area, you can see some more details of the waves. You don't want to put them too much in there though, or it'll